Okay, good afternoon to you all. So this should be our fifth class for this positioning class. Okay. So in the last class we dealt with statistics. I focused more on measure of central tendency, measure of duration, and measure of partition. So and in that class I gave these assignments. Okay. The question said if you are given 7, 8, 10, 8, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9, you should determine the value for Q1, Q2, Q3, and you should also find the mean value for the range. Okay, so I think I ended the class earlier. Feisha, were you able to copy the question in that class?
No, sir. My data was out before the class ended.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So I figured out. We are going to solve it together. Let me quickly add someone on the call right now. Um, okay. Deborah, welcome to the class. Can you see my board? Okay. So I have 7, 8, 10, 8, 3, 4 in that respect. The question wants you to find the first quarter, second quarter, and third. I mean, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. And also wants you to find the mean and the range of the value. Okay. I want you to quickly arrange these in order. Quickly do that while I had somebody that is waiting on the call. Okay. So I've added the person. So what do we do in this situation? The first step is to arrange them in the correct order. Right now, the information is not in the correct order. The smallest figure here is what? 2. So we start with what? 2. So we have 2, and followed by, now 2 appeared once, followed by 3. 3 also appeared what? Once. I have 4 appeared once. 5 appeared once. 6, okay, appeared once. 7 appeared twice. I have 8 appeared once. I've got what? 9 appeared once. I have what? 10. Okay, I think 8 appeared twice. 8 appeared twice. Then we've got what? 9, which appeared once. Then we have 10. So let's quickly do a count to ensure that there is an alignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's also 11. So after you've done this, the next thing you want to do is to figure out the center number. Who can tell me the center number here? I want you to do that fast. What's the center
Seven.
number among these? Good.
Seven.
That's correct. 7 is the center number. If you look at it from the left, if you cancel the first 5 numbers to the left and also cancel the first 5 numbers to the right, what is left standing is going to be what? The central 7. So we have 7 to be the center number. Okay, if 7 is the center number, now I need to look at the left hand side. What is the center of the left hand side? The center.
Between 4 and 5.
Check it again. Check it again.
Oh,
Thank you. Is what? 4. So then check the right hand side, what is the center?
8.
8. That's correct. So in that case, we have the main center itself to be 7. That's our Q2, which is called the second quartile. Then the center of the left-hand side is called the first quartile. That's Q1. Then we have the center of the right-hand side. That is called our Q3, which is the third quartile. So the question asking you to find Q1, Q2, Q3, we've simply done that. Q1 is equal to 4, Q2 is equal to 7, and Q3 is equal to what? 8. So the next thing we quickly want to do is to find the mean and the range. Okay, to find the mean of this figure, what do? You add up all the numbers together and divide by what? And divide by the total number of entities you have. We already have the number of entities, that's 11. So we just need to add up the entities, the numbers together, and be able to tell the total. So from what we have here, okay, let's quickly do the addition. So
So that is 69.
have you added everything?
Yes.
Yes,
What did you get?
69.
69. Okay, I want to trust your figure that the value is 69. Or let's just quickly check something. This is 5. 5 plus 5, that is 10. This is 10. This is already 20. Sorry, please, I'm in a class. Please give me like 10 minutes. So we have 20. Sorry for the. All right, sir. I'm so sorry, please. So we have what? 20. Then to this side, we have I have 14. I have 8 plus 8, 16. That gives us 30. And this is 19. So you're right. This is 49. That gives us 49 plus 20. That's 69. So we have 69 divided by 11. Okay. Now, is that the question leaves figures like this in this manner, or it leaves it in decimal form? In decimal form, this is going to be 6 point something. So
6.27.
good. So
27.
6.627.
27.
All right. So we have 6.27 to be the answer there. Okay. So I'll pick some questions from Unilag past question. I will give you a little time to solve them, then we'll also solve them together. Questions from PQ, from Unilag past questions. Here we have, this says find the mean deviation, find the mean deviation of, we have 2, 4, 5, and what? And 9. 5 and 9. We have option A, 7, option B, 5, option C, 1, option D, we have what? 2. Okay, I want you to quickly do that. A quick reminder for determination of mean deviation. Mean deviation is also called mean absolute deviation, MAD. It is the summation of the deviation from the mean, absolute deviation from the mean divided by n. So your job here is to quickly do something like this. You do x, you get your deviation, you get your summation. Are you there? In order for you to get the mean, after getting the mean, you get your deviation from the mean. You sum it together, you divide by n. So I'll wait for your responses. Okay, is anybody done with it? No one. Hmm, that's not fast enough. Okay, now let's quickly run it together since it's taking you a bit of a time. X, we have 2, 4, 5, 9. The job is to first sum that together. We have 6, 11, 11 plus 9, that's what, 20. So it means the mean is equals to 20 divided by 4. That gives us what, 5. So what do? You get the absolute deviation. So 2 minus 5, deviation means what? X minus X bar. 2 minus 5 is minus 3, but we are interested in the absolute, so we'll just write 3. 4 minus 5, absolute 1. 5 minus 5, absolute 0. 9 minus 5, absolute is 4. So if you sum that together as 8, so your mean deviation is 8 over 4. So MED is equals to 8 divided by 4, and that gives me 2. Now, I quickly want to say this. As a candidate in the exam hall, the first thing my mind will cancel out is figures like 7 and 5 based on the information I have here. I have 2, 4, 5, and 9. Since the figures are not too far away from themselves, I do not expect the mean absolute deviation to, I do not expect the mean absolute deviation to be around what? 7 and 5. What my mind will be thinking of is something like 1 and 2 in this situation. So let us assume maybe it is almost at the timeout and I need to quickly get this result without solving. I will have to just pick between 1 and 2 to make it, I mean, at least it boosts my chances of getting the answer. Picking 1 out of 4 means you have 25% chance of scoring the answer. Let's say you see a question you don't know and you randomly pick 1 out of 4 options. That means that you have a 25% chance because this is 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, that's 100. But imagine picking 1 out of 2. That means you now have 50% chance of scoring it. So I'm just saying, in case you have problems where you need to pick an option and it's almost at a timeout. Okay,
So I
now,
didn't really get the solvings. Can you please come again?
okay, now, this is it. The mean absolute deviation, mean absolute deviation, which we call MAD, is given as summation of deviation from the mean over n. D means what? X minus what? X bar. So in the figure we have here, we have 2, 4, 5, and 9. So you have 2, 4, 5, and 9. Hold on. 2, 4, 5, and 9. That's your X. You know how to find mean, isn't it? Mean is summation over n, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
get,
From
if you
X
sum
plus
this together, do you agree that the sum of this is 20?
6. Hmm.
Do you
Yes,
agree?
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
So the mean is going to be 20 over 4. You get that part, right? Since we have 14s there. You get?
Yes, sir.
Good. So since the mean is 5, I want to get our D. D normally means X minus X bar.
Oh,
Together. So
Yes,
if we
sir.
do 2 minus 5, that would have been minus 3. 4 minus 5, that would have been minus 1. 5 minus 5, that would have been 0. 9 minus 5, that would have been 4. But we are interested in the mean absolute deviation. Yeah? Mean
Yes, sir.
value, we are interested in the absolute value. An absolute value means you're just quoting positive, you're not writing negative. Absolute of minus 3 is 3.
3,
Absolute of
1.
minus 1 is 1. So of 0 is 0. Of 4 is 4. So we need the summation of all these. When you sum them together, that gives you
Right.
8.
Yes.
So the mean absolute deviation then becomes 8 divided by the number of entities, which is 4. And that gives us what? 2.
2.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So let's look at another question from Unilag Picky. So this question says that 5, 8, 6, and K occur with frequencies with frequencies two, sorry, that's an error, with frequency 3, 2, 4, and 1 respectively, and have a mean of 5.7. So the question say find the value of what K. They gave options. We have 4, we have 3, 1, and 2. So would you like to try? The question gave you information with their frequency and wants you to find the value of K. So if I were you, to make it clearer, I can just quickly do something like this. X and F. They gave you 4 different numbers, and the question wants you to get the value of what? K. Okay. The numbers they gave you, we have 3, sorry, that's a 5, 8, 6, and a K. And the corresponding frequency are 3, 2, 4, and what? 1. For you to get K, the fastest way is, now this is me showing you this. I might not have done this to waste time in exam. I'll just draw a table like this. You have 5, 8, 6, and K. Their frequencies are 3, 2, 4, and 1. Remember that mean in this situation is given as summation fx over summation f. Who can give me the sum of f here? Can you do that fast? Just by looking at it. The agree is 10. The agree is 10.
19.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
f.
F.
Okay.
Okay, 10. So we already know that what our this is 10. So we need fx. Fx means you're multiplying f and x. 5 times 3 is 15. 8
3.
times 2 is 16. This is 24. And this is k. Now, adding 16 and 24 is already 40. 40 plus 15 is already 55. So it means we have 55 plus k. 55 plus what? K here. So the question wants you to find the value for k. And you already know that your mean, let me take this off here.
Yes, 2.
You've gotten it, Abby? 2.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So you have 5.7 equals to summation fx over 10. Your summation fx is going to be when you cross multiply, that's 57. So you want to equate 57 to 55 plus what k from that case 2. So you understand that is 57 equals to 55 plus k. So from there, k is going to be equals to what? 2. Hope you understand that. Feisha, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll also give this uh, question number 3 so that you can what? So we have this question says that that's not true. If 5, 8, 6, and 2 occur with frequency, its frequencies 3, 2, 4, and what? And 1, respectively. Find the product, find the product of the modal and the median number. Find the product of the modal and the median number. You have 30, you have 36, you have 40, and you have what? 48. Okay, your job is to first determine the mode and the median and multiply it. I'll allow you to what quickly do this. What's the mode again? Mode is the one with the highest frequency. Just by looking at the figure they gave you from here, which one has the highest frequency?
6.
That's correct. So you already know that your mode is what? Is 6. Mode equals to what? 6. So from there, you want to get the median. The median is the middle number. So I'll allow you to figure that out first.
I think it's 46.
Okay, 36.
The mode is
The mode is
no, the
6.
median
The median is what?
6.
What did you call it?
6.
Okay, 6. Let me check that out. We have this is how many number? 10. 10 plus 1, that's 11. 11 divided by 2. 11 divided by 2, that's 5.5. Now, if you look at those numbers very well, you'll realize that the median is not going to be exactly 6. The median is going to lie between 8 and 6. Let me try and show you that. The trap, watch. You have let me write them out for you. 5 appeared 3 times, Abby. 5, 5, 5. 8 appeared how many times? 2. 8 and 8. 6 appears 4 times. 6, 6, 6, 6. And 2 appears once. That's just 2. Now, Feisha, are you with me?
Yes.
Look at this number. Where do you think the middle number lies?
Between 8 and 6.
Fantastic. So it's between 8 and 6. So since it's between 8 and 6, it's going to be average of 8 and 6. What number lies exactly
8.5.
between 8 and 6? You can tell me.
7. 7.
7.
7.5.
Good. No, it will be 7. Or you can do 8 plus 6 divided by 2, that's 14 over 2, that's 7. So the median is what? 7. So the
Yes.
answer is what? 6 times what? 697. I hope you understand that.
So,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
so why
what
do we
should
not write? Why
is
do we
that
not
what?
write it from the? I said, why do we start the writing of the number from the smallest to the biggest?
Oh, sorry about that. I made an error there, isn't it? Even your teacher made an error. It means I was supposed to what? Arrange it what? Orderly. You get what I'm trying to
Uh,
say? So please, that's my error there. What do you have? You have I should have started with 2, then written 5, 5, 5. Then we having what?
Six.
6, 6, 6, 6. Then we having 8, 8. So in that case, it would have fallen between what? 6 and 6. So you're right, Aisha. Aisha, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the answer is 36. Sorry about that. That's my error.
mhm.
So the number should have been arranged orderly before we get our what? We get our median. So now the question should be, should we have to write them out totally? The answer is no. Since we have 5, 6, I mean 5, 8, 6, and 2, I'll write it as 2, 5, 2, 5, 6, and 8. 2, 5, 6, and 8. Then what do we do? The frequency of 2 is 1. The frequency of 5 is 3. For 6 is 4. Then for 8 is what? Is 2. So you know this frequency, this is x. And you know that your n equals to sum of the frequency, which is, I'm only going through this approach in case you are using larger figures. If you are using larger frequency, we won't have the room of writing it out the way I wrote it out this way. You get what I'm trying to say? So you have to have a systematic way of solving it. Summation f equals to 10. The median equals to n plus 1 over 2 position. 10 plus 2, that's 11. 11 over 2 position, that means 5.5 position. So it means it lies between the 5th and the what? 6th. Between the 5th and the 6th. So if you had 1 plus 3 together, 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. So 4 is not yet up to 5. So it means the 5th number will be here. The 6th number also will be here. So 5th is equals to 6. The 6th is also equals to 6. The average of the two is going to be what? Still 6. I hope you understand what I did there. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in case they give you figures which you need to do that way, that's how you do it. Okay. So we have more questions from Unilag past question. So this question here says, what? It says, hold on. Okay, this is the fourth question. It says, what is the mean? What is the mean of the data? What is the mean of the data? Here you have t, you have 2t minus 1, you have t minus 2, you have 2t minus 1, and you have 4t, and you have 2t plus 2. So the question is asking for the mean of the data. So do that while I write the option. I have 2 over 3t plus 1. I have 2t. I have 2t minus 1. I have what? 2t minus 1 over 3. So, excuse me, does anyone have a figure? Don't forget that mean means sum divided by number. How many entities do you have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6. If I were you, since I'm going to sum all this together, I have to sum it in a way that will be easier for me. T plus 2t is 3t, plus t, 4t, plus 2t, that's 6t, plus 4t, that's 10t, plus what do we have? Plus 2t, that's 12t. So in that case, you have what? 12t for the t side. Are you with me? Then look at the numbers here. I have minus 1 plus minus 2, that's minus 3, plus minus 1, minus 4. Then plus what? This, that's minus 4 plus 2, that's minus 2. So just divide by 6. Then
Okay.
I hope you understand that. So which option? Do you understand what I did there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can decide to split it as this, and that's 2t minus what? 1 over 3. So that's that. So the point is, as a candidate in exam hall, do the addition in such a way that you won't have to be stressed. Add the t part first and do it as fast as possible. Then add the constant part separately. It makes it what easier for you. So that's how you get the answer to that fast. Question number 5. I have a question here that says that find the median, find the median of, we have 4, 1, 4, we have 0, 4, 4, we have 2, and what? 0. So you're looking for the median. Quickly do that while I arrange the option. Arrange it orderly before you get your result. Option A, 2, B, 1, C, you have 4, and D, you have 0. What's the answer?
So it's between 2 and 4.
Um, so it means the answer is not there.
4.
That's what it means. So it means the answer is not there. So in that case, you're supposed to have 0, 0, 1, then 4 appears how many times? Okay, we have a 2. So you have a 2, then 4 appearing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the median, if you cancel this and cancel this, it's supposed to be between this and this. The answer is supposed to be 3. So none of the option. All right. So for such question that is none of the option, there is almost nothing you can do about it. So here we have do this. Question 6. This says what is the mean deviation of 3, 5, 8, 11, 12, and 21. I want you to quickly do the mean. Quickly calculate the mean and tell me the answer for the mean itself. I need to do that fast. Okay. Guys, just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back while you are solving that. Okay, I'm back. What did you get for your final answer? At least you should have been done solving it. What did you get?
10.
You got 10.
Awesome.
Okay. So let's quickly let's find that out. This is 8. That's 16. 16. This is 23 and 21 is 10. I give you 60. So the mean is 60 divided by the number of entities there is 6. The mean, wait, is it the mean value you call as 10? Aisha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was expecting you to be done with the all. So the deviations from the mean, let's get the absolute deviations from the mean. 3 minus 10 is minus 7. I just need the absolute 7. 5 minus 10 absolute is 5. 8 minus 10 absolute is 2. 11 minus 10 absolute is 1. 12 minus 10 absolute is 2. 21 minus 10 absolute is 11. So if you sum this together, what do you get? This is 14,
28.
28. Good. So we have 28 divided by 6. So they send
So
their
I got
answer.
you.
4.7.
Say that again. What did you say?
4.7.
4.7. Afisha, you
Yeah.
said something.
3.3.
3.3.
Sorry,
Yeah.
mistake. 4.7.
Okay. Okay. So we have 4.7 as the answer. So the final answer to that is what? 4.7. 4.7. I hope you understand that. Okay. Let's solve 3 more questions. Then we can call this a Okay. Before that, let's quickly talk about arrangement because I can see questions on arrangement. We have factorials and arrangements. There is somebody in the call. Hold on. So we have factorials. Um, we have factorials, arrangements, arrangements. So, and we then have permutation, and we have what? Combination. Okay. So, factorial. The symbol is like an exclamation. If I have something like 0 factorial by default is 1. Now, 1 factorial, what this means is 1 times 0 factorial, and that's the 1. If I have 2 factorial, what it means is what? 2 times what? 1 times 0 factorial, that's the 1. So, for the sake of easy calculation, you can just stop it as 2 times 1. That's equals to 2. 3 factorial, this is 3 times what? 2 times 1. That's going to give you 6. 4 factorial, 4 times 3 times what? 2 times 1. That's going to give you 24. 5 factorial, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That will give you 120. 6 factorial, that will give you 720. 7 factorial, that will give you 5040. I could say this because I have those numbers in my head. So as a kind of an example, the summary there is 0 factorial is 1, 1 factorial is also 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720, 7 factorial is what? 5040. You can choose to know it up to 7 factorial so that, up to 6 factorial, so that it will ease your calculation in the example. So the bottom line is, if I give you something like n factorial, what it means is what? N times n minus 1 times n minus 2. You keep going till you can stop at 1. So, and if you don't want to get up to 1, it's still your choice. If I have something like 5 factorial, I can write 5 times 4 factorial if that is how I want to stop. Now, it helps you to solve mathematical expressions involving factorial easily. For instance, if I ask you to simplify 11 factorial divided by 13 factorial. Now, it would be a waste of time to do 11 times 10 times all the way to 1, and you now do 13 factorials like that. It will waste your time. What do you do here? Watching 11 factorial over 13 factorial. 13 factorial is bigger than 11 factorial. So I can leave the 11 factorial the way it is. Then I'll go ahead and adjust the 13 factorial to 13 times 12. I will intentionally stop at 11 factorial so that it can easily cancel the 11 factorial I have on top. So this gives me something like this. So we end up having 1 on top divided by 13 times what? 12. I hope you understand that. Do you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So similarly, if I have something like let's say they give me 10 factorial plus, let's say I have 9 factorial, then divided by, let's say we have 11 factorial minus 9 factorial, and somebody is asking us to simplify this. So what do I do? I'll first try to figure out the smallest factorial here. What's the smallest factorial in what we can see here?
9
9.
factorial.
Good. So I will leave the 9 factorial alone. I will adjust orders to match the 9 factorial. Like the 10 factorial will be 10 times 9 factorial. I think there is somebody on the call. Okay. Then I have plus 9 factorial divided by the 11. I will adjust it to match 9 factorial. I will do 11 times 10, then times 9 factorial, then minus 9 factorial. So 9 factorial is common. You can factor it out from the top. 9 factorial will be left with 10 plus 1. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that if we bring out 9 factorial, we'll have 10 plus 1 in the bracket? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then under, if we factor out 9 factorial from the bottom, we have 9 factorial. I'll be left with only 10 times what? 11 here, which is 110. Then minus, I'll have 1. So the 9 factorial on top will cancel out the 1 below. So I'm having 11 left on top divided by 110 minus 1. That's going to give me what? 109. So the final answer there is what? 11 over 109. I hope you understand that.
110 minus. Okay, yeah.
Say that again.
No, don't worry. I'll
O-
see.
Okay.
Sir, is it okay if we leave the answer like this?
Yes, it's okay. It all depends on how the option is. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So another thing you need to know is arrangement arrangement of objects. Arrangement of objects. So if, for instance, I give you the letters in the word back. Okay, let's use the letters in the word bake. And the question is asking you, in how many times can you arrange the letters in the word bake in order to form different kind of words? Different kind of words, either you can pronounce it or not. The answer is going to be 4 factorial because we have 4 numbers, four letters. We have 4 letters in the word bake. So we have 4 factorial ways of arranging the letters in the word bake. So that gives me 24. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. It means we can form 24 possible different words from the word bake. So we have 24 ways of doing that. Similarly, if I give you something like toy, and I say, how many times can you arrange the letters in the word toy? You have 3 factorial number of ways of doing it, which is equals to 6. 3 times 2 times 1. That's 6 ways. For you to understand what I mean by that, let me demonstrate it. The one for bake is too much, so let's use the one for toy. The 6 different ways we can have the original toy. I can have T with O and Y, T with the O and Y flipped, then swapped. Then I can also have O starting. If O start, I can have OTY. I can also have OYT. I can have a case of what? Y starting. I can have YOT, and I can have Y what? TO. Now, if you count all this together, do you agree that it aligns with the 6 that we got? So what we have there is what? 6 different ways of arranging the word toy. Okay, so now let's say the question is further asked or further twisted into something like, in how many ways can you arrange the letters in the word bake? You want to arrange the letters in the word bake, but B starting each word. B starting each word. So if B must start each word, it means that we are having B separately. Then the only thing we want to be rearranging is what? A, K, and what? E. So if a question gives you such a condition that in how many ways can you arrange the letters in the word bake, such that B must start each word, it means you are taking out what? B from the equation. You're only focusing on what? AKE. So instead of 4 factorial, you now have 3 factorial. And that gives you what? 6. 3 factorial is what? Is 6. Now, because this is not much, I can demonstrate it. So we have 6 different words you can form with B starting each word. So let me first show you, let me first put B here in 6 ways so that you see. So B is starting each word. The original word is what? AKE. Bake. So I can have B what? A with K and E swapping position. That's EK. I can have BE A what? K. I can have BE with A and K swapping position Deca. Then I can have BK EA. I can also have BK with E and A swapping position this. So you can see that this is what we have. So if you want to arrange the letters in the word bake with what? A and E, with B starting each word, the answer is going to be what? That. Okay. What if the question is twisted further and they give extra condition like B must start each word and what? E must end every word. B starts and what? E ends each word, each word. Who can guess the number of ways you can do that in this case?
2.
That's correct. That will be 2. So it will be 2 factorial and 2 factorial is 2. So because B must start each word, I have a B and E must end each word. So we are left with what? A and what? A and K. So we can just have the same thing. We just have what's it called? The position of what? A and K being what? Being swapped. You get that? So we'll just have A and K being swapped, and that just give us B K B K A E. So the point is, if a question gives you n words, sorry, not n words, n words, n letters. If you have n letters, the number of ways to arrange n letters is what? N factorial without condition. Are you with me? Let me rephrase. For okay, can that person mute himself? There is noise coming from your hand. Please mute. So for n different letters or objects, number of ways of rearranging such is n factorial. E.g., if I have board, the answer is 3 factorial ways, which is 6. If I have Let's say I have amen. The number of ways of arranging the letters in the word amen is 4 factorial. That's going to be what? 24 ways. Okay, so that's 1. Then 2, with condition. With condition. E.g., if a letter must what? Must start each, or end what? Each. Okay. For instance, now if I have boy, if B must what? Must start. The number of ways is supposed to be 3 factorial ways before, but in this case, we now have 2 factorial because B is no longer going to be there as part of what we are rearranging. B already has a guaranteed position. Others do not have guaranteed position, so it's not going to be 2 factorial. So you have 2. So if I give you something like radio, and I tell you that what? R must start. And what? O must what? End. Each word. What's the number of ways of rearranging that with that condition? You can tell me?
Mm. 6.
That's correct, 6. So the answer is going to be 3 factorial, which is going to be 6 what? Ways. Okay. Then now condition, another condition, condition 2. Let's say we have radio, and they say both R and A must be together. If they give you such a condition, that how can you arrange this so that what R and A must be together? Now see, I have radio. Now we want R and A to be together. So if you want to count the number of ways of doing this now, I'll count R and A as 1. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 4 factorials, but that's not all. Because R and A must be together does not mean it has to be RA. You know, it can also be AR. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Good. So 4 factorial for this alone, then you now multiply by 2 factorial. Why 2 factorial? This 2 factorial is for what? This 4 factorial that I wrote here is for what? This part. Sure you understand that? So in that case, that's going to give us 20 what? 24 times what? 2. That's going to give us 48. Now, let me use another example that I can. 48 is too large for me to demonstrate. Let me use something else. Imagine I have the word bake. And I said, how can we arrange this so that what? B and A must be together. If B and A must be together, so we want to classify B and A together. So the number of ways of doing this, I'll first count 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 factorial ways. Then times BA alone can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. That gives me 6 times 2. That's what? 12. So let me demonstrate that for you. I can have BAKE. I can have B what? A EK. That's a B B starting. If B is going to start, I'm going to have that. If A is going to start, I have what? AB EK. I can have EK. So I can have AB. I can have what? K what? KE. Okay, that's A starting. Don't forget that A and B must always what be together. Now, if E is going to start, if E is going to start this thing, I can have what? EA, B what? K. I can also have what? E what? EB, A what? K. Don't forget that A and B must be together. So I can also have what? E what? K, B, A. I can also have what? EK, AB. Now, have we exhausted this starting? Okay, we have exhausted that. Now let's go to K starting. K starting, we have KA, B what? B, which letter am I looking? Okay, BE. I can have what? KB, A what? E. I can also have what? KE, AB. I can also have what? KE, BA. We have exhausted it. Do you agree that everything like this is 12? Look at it carefully. Do you agree that it's 12?
It's 12.
Good. So these are the number of ways you can rearrange the letters in the word BAKE so that what for every cases A and B must always be together. So I decided to demonstrate it for you so that your brain can accept it. So whenever they ask you to arrange things like that, so for instance, now if I say you arrange the letters in the word okay, let's say I have something like models. And they say she arrange it such that what L and S must always be together. L and what? S always together. Okay. How many number of ways can we do that? Who can tell me? You can give your result in terms of factorial, no problem.
6 factorial.
You mean everything is factorial?
Mm, 5 times 2 factorial.
Do you mean 5 factorial times 2 factorial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's it. So we'll first look at this together like this. We then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 factorial and times what? 2 factorial. I hope you understand that. 5 factorial is 120. 2 factorial is 2. So the answer is what? 2 what? 40 ways. So you have 240 ways of arranging the letters in the word models for us to have what? Distinct what? Different or distinct words. Okay. Now let's look at another condition. Condition 3. Okay, let's say I have the word bake, and the question is giving a condition that what B and what A must what not always be together. Let me use B and E. Are you there? Let's say B and E must not always be what together. Are you with me? Are you with me? So if B and E, are you with me? Let me know. Just say
Yes, sir.
something. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
If B and E must not always be together, you have two ways of going about this. You can either first find a situation where B and E must be together and subtract it from the total. You know that without condition, you know a number of ways of arranging the letters in the word bake is 4 factorial. You remember? And that was what 24 ways.
Oh,
Okay, with B and what? E, always together, with B and E always together, would have had, if B and E
Mm.
must always be together, would have had 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Do you agree? Do you agree?
12. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
which is 12.
That's
So,
12.
then when I say with B and E not together, not always what? Together, is now going to be 24 minus 12. That gives us what? 12. I hope you understand that.
Yes, sir.
So that's method 1. Method 1. Now method what? Method 2. So if somebody asks you to arrange the letters in the word bake with B and E not always together, the first thing I want to do is to what? Arrange every other thing. So if I arrange every other thing, okay, for instance, now we are talking about B and E. If B and E must not always be together, I'll first arrange A and I'll arrange what? K. Are you with me? Are you with me? So
Yes, sir.
now
Yes, sir.
I have 3 different spaces that what all of them can B and A can be in. If I ask you, what's the number of ways of arranging just A and K? What's the number of ways of arranging just A and K? You can tell me.
2 ways.
Good. So that's 2 factorial ways. Are you there? N times. So since B and E must not always be together, we'll arrange them separately. When I say, what if you first bring B here? If B comes here, then B can be here or here or here. The number of ways of doing that is 3. You won't call it 3 factorial because you are dealing with one thing. B can, you have seated A, you have seated K. You now have what? 3 different seats that you can put B in. So the number of ways B can sit is what? Is 3. So I'll put B here. Then you know that B cannot just stay in the 3 at the same time. Do you agree with me? You can only stay in 1 at a time. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So if B is in 1 at a time, for instance, if I place B here, and I have how many seats left?
2.
Good. So that 2 seats is the number of ways that what E can be in. So the answer becomes 2 factorial, which is 2 times 3 times 2. That gives us what? 12 ways. Okay, let me use another example.
Hmm.
So if I have a model and I ask you in how many number of ways can you arrange this so that what? D and L must not be together. Must not be what? Together. So if D and L must not be together, what do you arrange first? Arrange every other thing first. M, O, and what? E. What's the number of ways of arranging these 3 things normally? How many
6 ways.
factorial of just this? That's 6 ways,
3
have you now?
factorial.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
have 3 factorial, then times. So we now have space, 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 space. How many space are that?
4 spaces.
Good, 4 spaces. So D can go in any of those 4 spaces. So D has 4 chances. So we'll do 4. Then times. Since D cannot take all the 4 at the same time, it can only be in 1 at a time. So we'll be
3.
left with what? 3.
Okay.
So we can then say 3. So in that case, this is going to be what? 6 times 12. So that gives us what? What's the final result? That gives us 72. So we have 72 ways. Or you can use the first approach I gave you. You can use a situation where, meaning we could do, normally if you want to arrange the letters in the word model, is 5 factorial. N minus, if you want D and L to always be together, that would have been 4 factorial times what? 2 factorial. Do you agree? So that would have been 120 minus 4 factorial is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. So we would have had 48. 120 minus 48. What is that going to give us? Do you agree that it's 72? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that's how to solve questions like that on arrangement. Okay, now we now have arrangements involving repeated letters, letters that appear like twice. So number of ways of doing that is going to be n factorial over the factorial of the words repeated. Let's say R1, R2 factorial, R3 factorial in that respect. So this is what I mean. If I have something like a book, if I say you should arrange the letters in the word book, I didn't mean this thing were all different. You know, the answer would have been 4 factorial. You remember, right? It should have been what? 4 factorial. But now, which one is repeated here?
Oh,
Good. O is repeated. Since we have 2 repeated, we have O to be repeated, and the number of O's there are 2. We just do over 2 factorial. So in this case, it's going to be 24 over what? 2. That gives us what? That gives us 12. So we have 12 ways. So I would really like you to demonstrate this. Like the way I demonstrated them, you arrange the letters in the word book, keep doing all the arrangements, you'll realize that everything will be 12. So if I give you something like address. How
Sir,
many letters? Is that what?
I can't see your board.
Oh, you can see my board?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about others? Can you see my board?
yes, I can see it.
Okay. Facial, I think you should quickly leave the class and join back.
Okay, sir.
Oh, wait, just stay. Are you with me?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Let me, what I will do is I would stop sharing and share again. You get? So I'm sharing the board again. Can you see it now? Facial.
No, sir.
Oh, I think it's your internet. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? I will just continue since the recording will be available. Do you get? It's something you can still watch. You get that?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the letters in the word address. If you count everything together here, what's the total number of letters you have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7, right? So you do 7 factorial over what are the repeated here?
G and F.
Good. How many D's? 2. How many S? We have 2. So that gives us 7 factorial, which is 5040 divided by what? Divided by 4. So 4 in 5, that's 1, remainder 1. 4 in 10, that's 2, remainder 2. 4 in 24, that's 6. So the answer is what? The answer is 1260. So if I have something like committee, Okay, tell me about this. I'm listening.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6,
Okay, I'm listening. Oh yeah,
9,
call the answer in factorial. Just call it in factorial. So what do you have?
9 factorial
Okay.
over 6 factorial. No,
Do you mean 6 factorial?
no, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2
2
factorial.
good. 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, let me pick a question from the past question. Here they use the word acceptance. Acceptance. And they gave options. Option A, they say in how many number of ways can the letters of the word acceptance be arranged? Option A, 10 factorial. B, we have 10 factorial over 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial. C, we have 10 factorial over 2 factorial, 2 factorial. And D, we have what? 10 factorial over 2 factorial, 3 factorial. What should be the answer?
10 factorial.
Are you sure?
No.
How will you say 10 factorial? Acceptance. Look at it carefully now. Can you see that letters are repeated there?
Maybe 10 factorial over 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial.
Are you sure? What are the letters repeated?
Okay, 10
10 factorial.
factorial, 2 factorial,
Okay.
2 factorial, and
10,
3
10
factorial.
factorial, 2 factorial, and
2
what?
factorial, 2 factorial, and 3 factorial. So that's why
2
I think that's why
factorial
you
and 3 factorial. Okay, A was repeated. Aside from A, E was repeated. What else was repeated?
C.
C, wait, tell me. A came how many times?
2
twice,
times.
Okay, E came how many times? 2.
twice,
And C how many times? 3.
Twice.
Okay, you're right. So the answer is option
Oh,
B. I hope you understand that.
yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to end the class here. We still have questions on arrangement that I'm going to throw to you later. We can solve together. That can be tomorrow. On this note, we'll call it what? A day. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir.